Hi, I'm Pam, and I'm here to talk about video games. In today's video, I am looking forward and talking about the games that I am most anticipating that are coming out in 2026, or at least are supposed to come out in 2026. Now, I am making this video a few months into the year. Some of my most anticipated titles have actually already came out. I've already played Cairn and made a whole video on it if you haven't checked that out. I have also finished Lovish, the new game by Labsworks, who made one of my favorite Metroidvanias, Astalon. I should be talking about that a little more in my next update video. I am currently playing through Dead in Antares, which is one of those stressy survival resource management games I really like. And Pathologic 3 has also released, though I haven't picked that one up yet. But this video is about games that haven't released yet, so here are about a dozen of the games that I'm most looking forward to playing sometime this year.
Next step, improvise.
The game I'm looking forward to that is supposed to be coming out the soonest is John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. And this is a video I have featured on previous most anticipated lists. It has been delayed a few times. This game is being developed by Saber Interactive. It was originally supposed to release in 2024 and is now set to release on March 12th of this year. It's coming out on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. In the near future, an experimental attempt to harness the power of the Earth's core ends in a terrifying disaster: the release of the Sludge God. This eldritch abomination begins terraforming the area, turning soil to scum and the living to undead monsters. Now, this is a game I'm looking forward to because it is a 4-player co-op campaign. Saber Interactive also made World War Z, which is one of my favorite co-op games to play. We've played that over a number of years on my Wednesday co-op night. This looks to be fairly similar, although there are also a lot of vehicles and vehicular combat in this game to look forward to. Also looks to be a bunch of over-the-top action and humor. I'm not sure how John Carpenter this will be, but honestly, that's not the main thing I'm looking for. I'm really just looking to have a good time with my friends and have a game that we can play through a nice campaign together and hopefully go back for more content over time. Grime 2 by Cloverbyte is set to release on March 31st. It looks like it's only coming out for PC at this date, and console releases will be a bit later, just like it was for the first Grime. Grime is a Souls-like Metroidvania that I absolutely love. It's one that I have a glowing review of if you want to check it out. It also got an A+ on my Metroidvania tier list. Become the Stealer of Forms in Grime 2, a surreal action-adventure Metroidvania. Launch tendrils made of hands to absorb foes and summon molds in their shape as you explore a bizarre lived-in world obsessed with art. I love the first Grime. I also played the demo of Grime 2 a few months ago, and I thought that it felt and looked great. It is a very beautiful game that feels similar to the first while also taking on some new abilities that make it feel like it's doing its own thing. In Grime 2, your character is a type of mimic who can absorb enemies and then use their attacks, and there's also a very big focus on art, which looks absolutely beautiful. This is honestly my most anticipated Metroidvania of this year.
From the creators of Ancient Enemy and Home Safety Hotline.
Forbidden Solitaire is being developed by Grey Alien Games and Night Signal Entertainment, and it is set to come out in Q1 of 2026, so hopefully by the end of March. Forbidden Solitaire is a card-slashing horror game about unearthing the contents of a cryptic 1995 CD-ROM that should have never existed. Night Signal Entertainment made Home Safety Hotline a few years back, which made an appearance on my top 10 of 2024. I believe it was actually my 5th ranked game that year. It just has a very spooky, cool, kind of analog atmosphere. This really looks like just my type of game, combining FMV, spooky things, 1995 CD-ROM games, and adventure puzzles, and also Solitaire, which I did play a fair amount of in 1995. Replaced is being developed by Sad Cat Studios, and it is supposed to release on April 14th for PC and Xbox. Expose the sinister secrets of Phoenix Corporation as Reach, an AI trapped in a human body. Set in an alternate 1980s America scarred by nuclear catastrophe, navigate a dark cyberpunk thriller in this narrative-driven 2.5D platformer blending cinematic exploration with fluid, free-flow action. Man, that Steam description was a mouthful. You can tell I didn't write that. So this is a game I featured way back in an E3 wrap-up video in 2021 when it was originally announced, and now it is finally actually coming out. The look of this game reminds me of Deadlight, which is another sort of cinematic action platformer that I really enjoyed. This game does have a demo available, which I haven't played yet, but it's there if you want to check it out. I'm just glad that this game is finally coming out.
It's me! You gotta let me in! They're right behind me! Open the fucking door!
Directive 8020 is set to come out on May 12th, and this is by Supermassive Games. This was supposed to come out last year, but it got delayed, and it is set to come out on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Earth is dying and humanity is running out of time. 12 light years from home, Tau Ceti F offers a small sliver of hope. When the colony ship Cassiopeia crash lands on the planet, its crew soon realize they are far from being alone. In space, death takes many forms. This is the newest game in Supermassive's Dark Pictures series. It's a series that has honestly been fairly hit or miss for me. This one takes place in space though, and space horror is my favorite subgenre. I find that even when these games aren't that good, they're always fun to play with friends, whether couch co-op or on Discord, playing just over voice and video chat with everyone, yelling out instructions at the person actually playing the game. I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Space horror, fun with friends, good for me.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold one to mission control, we're falling!
But we're not done with space. Another game that is coming out, no release date, just a general 2026, is Aphelion by Don't Nod. This should be coming out for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. This is a third-person action-adventure game about two astronauts who have been sent out to the planet Persephone to see if it would be inhabitable by humans. But they crash land, and Ariane and Thomas must brave rugged landscapes and shifting realities to find each other. This action-packed sci-fi adventure blends exploration, traversal, and tense stealth gameplay. Again, I really love space games, and I also really like the third-person action-adventure games that Don't Nod makes. I really like anytime they do anything that's not Life is Strange. I also like the idea that you get to play and enjoy the perspective of both astronauts. I don't love stealth, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Aeterna Lucis is by Aeternum Games Studios, and this is supposed to be coming out sometime this year. It was actually supposed to come out way back in 2024, and it has been featured on my anticipated lists a couple times so far. There is no official new date yet, which I find kind of surprising, but it should be coming out for PC and consoles. Aeterna Lucis is a Metroidvania focused on fast-paced combat, exploration, and an engaging story. The sequel to Aeterna Noctis follows the steps of its predecessor, including a brand new protagonist and a large interconnected world. Aeterna Noctis was a Metroidvania that I really liked, and it's also the most difficult Metroidvania that I've ever played and beaten. Whereas in that one, you played the King of Darkness. In this game, you are playing the Queen of Light. They are locked in eternal battle together, and she has a completely different set of abilities. I played the demo of this last year, and it was good, although it was incredibly difficult. I'm hoping the demo was from mid to late game, because if it starts out that hard, I might have problems with it. The only other complaint I have about the demo is the lighting is a little like bloomy and hard to see at some points. I really hope they tighten that up a little bit. But overall, I'm excited to see what kind of new abilities and what kind of crazy platforming this game is going to offer up. I hope it comes out this year. If you haven't picked up on it yet, we're into the games with no actual release dates, just a general 2026. Blood of the Dawnwalker is being developed by Rebel Wolves, and it should be coming out for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. The Blood of the Dawnwalker is an open-world, dark fantasy action RPG set in 14th century Europe. You play as Cohen, human by day and vampire by night, fighting to save your family in a story shaped by your actions and the secrets you uncover. So this studio is being led by the game director of The Witcher 3. And I don't love big open world Western RPGs in the style of Witcher 3, but I do love vampires. So at first I was a little on this. However, when I looked at the website for this game, it does mention something that makes me very excited. I'm just going to read it. Your family's days are numbered, and every time you take on a quest, time moves forward, compelling you closer to the end. Choose carefully whom to help and whom to leave behind. You will not have time for everyone. The world waits for no one, and neither does the villain. So that made me very excited, because one of my biggest problems with The Witcher is that you need to save Ciri, but instead you just fuck around for like years, literally. Have sex with all the ladies, go clear out every bandit camp. There's like so low stakes to something that should be very high stakes. So the fact that this game understands that time is important makes me very excited. So yeah, Blood of the Dawnwalker. More excited about this one than I thought I'd be.
The castle has been sighted again.
Bloodstained, the Scarlet engagement, is being developed by Artplay. I assume it'll come out for all the consoles, though I haven't seen any confirmation of that. Unravel the dark history of the Bloodstained universe and explore a hauntingly immersive 16th century England steeped in a 2.5D Gothic atmosphere, enthralling players in strategic battles, crafting, and exploration across a sprawling cursed land. Now this is the follow-up to Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which is a Metroidvania I quite enjoyed. I do have a full review of it if you want to check it out. The game did have its issues. There were too many competing art styles, making it look kind of ugly, and it threw basically every Igavania side mechanic into a like kitchen sink approach, which was a little overwhelming, but overall I still thought it played great and had some excellent exploration, which is what I look for in Metroidvanias. Now, looking at the trailer of this game, the art style still looks pretty ugly. However, I'm willing to look past that if the gameplay and their exploration are there. It is interesting that in this game you play as two characters at once, which when I originally saw this gave me co-op dreams, but I don't think it's actually going to be a co-op game. But I am looking forward to just how you handle having two characters at once.
As you say, I have witnessed you, Aiden Lynch.
Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival is another game that's being developed by Saber Interactive, and it should be coming out for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Experience a new chapter in the legendary horror series like never before. Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival takes first-person action horror survival to the next level. Wield the powers of the Genesis configuration puzzle box to survive your bargain with the infamous Pinhead. Hellraiser is a very cool movie series with some excellent, horrible imagery, and I think this could make a great survival horror action game. This is something that Dylan and I will probably play through together. My biggest hope for this is that it's not just all gore. I really hope for some weird sex stuff in this. I really want them to go in on the ultimate pleasure and pain aspect of it, but the trailer looks really good. End of Abyss is being developed by Section 9 Interactive and should be coming out for PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. In the depths of a mysterious underground compound, a mission to investigate disturbances of unknown origin spirals into a harrowing descent through a broken and abandoned world. Play as the young combat technician Cell as she uncovers the truth behind the facility's derelict areas and confronts the monstrous creatures that roam them. So there's not a ton of information on this game available yet. However, everything I've read seems like a very interesting combination of survival horror, Metroidvania exploration, and top-down twin-stick combat. Honestly, that kind of genre jumble really kind of excites me, and I think the concept is really interesting and the atmosphere looks excellent.
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will.
There Are No Ghosts at the Grand is being developed by Friday Sunday and will be coming out for PlayStation and Xbox. Inherit a crumbling English hotel and restore it by day, while battling ghosts by night. With a sardonic cat, a talking power tool, and a twisting supernatural plot, this is a musical mystery unlike any other. Will you be able to hold it together while everything around you falls apart? So this is another game that's looking to blend a whole bunch of different genres, taking musical numbers with hotel renovation and decorating, and combating ghosts and spiders and things. At least that's what I remember from the demo. I did find the demo that I played last year pretty charming. I really liked the musical numbers. I liked just how odd and unique it seemed, and I'm definitely interested in playing more.
You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good man, like he was.
Trainwatch is the newest game by Harvester Games, and I'm assuming that this one will just be coming out on PC. Harvester makes really excellent games like The Cat Lady, Burnhouse Lane, and Lorelei. These are horror point-and-click adventures, although Burnhouse Lane added a few extra features like combat and platforming a little bit. This time it looks like they're doing something quite different. Meet Troy, the new gatekeeper. His job is simple: close the gates at a desolate railway crossing for 1 month. This is his last chance to earn back his wife's trust, to prove he can stay sober, to become a better man. Join him at the tower in the middle of nowhere. Help Troy fix his life. So it looks like this game is going to be combining adventure, time management, and life sim, which just sounds like catnip to me. There's a day-night cycle, there's character progression, and you have to manage your stamina and sanity. Honestly, I've loved everything that Harvester has made so far, and I'm excited for them to try something in a quite different genre. And yeah, anytime I'm allowed to manage time, I'm happy.
You actually want to deploy her? You cannot be serious.
And last but not least, Zero Parades for Dead Spies is being developed by Zom, and it is coming out sometime this year for PC and I think PlayStation. I found trailers on the PlayStation channel. This is the follow-up to Disco Elysium, and there has been much drama regarding Disco Elysium and the original artist and the company. I honestly haven't watched any of the 3-hour video essays on it at this point, but I am interested in the next game that's coming out in that style. You're a brilliant but tormented operant on one final desperate assignment. Gather your broken network, untangle a web of lies, and prove yourself on the world's stage. Or blow it all up again. Honestly, this looks good. It looks very similar to Disco Elysium with the same kind of art style and very narrative-heavy role-playing. I'm hoping for exactly that, just like the style of Disco Elysium, but a new story, new characters get to know, hopefully new stats to deal with. There is a demo out for this on Steam now. I haven't checked it out yet, but you can if you're interested. Oh, there's Lily. So those are the games that are supposed to be coming out in 2026 that I am most excited about. Let me know in the comments what games you're looking forward to playing this year. I know someone's going to mention Resident Evil 9, which just came out. I'll get to it eventually. Yeah, let me know. Are you excited about any of these? Learn about anything new? Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. If you want to see more, check out one of my other videos here. I have a Patreon, or you can become a channel member if you want to help support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.